Have you ever stopped to ask yourself how you drink water, not just how much? Most people don't, and that's exactly where the problem begins. We've been conditioned to think that as long as we're drinking enough water, we're doing something good for our health. But the truth is far more nuanced. The way you drink water, the timing, the quantity, even your posture while drinking, can completely change how your body absorbs it and how it impacts your cells. Think about this. Your body isn't a simple container that you just pour water into. It's a living, breathing, intelligent system that constantly adjusts to what you give it. When you gulp water quickly or drink it without paying attention to your body's needs, you interrupt that balance. You're not hydrating, you're flooding. It's like pouring too much water into soil that hasn't had time to absorb it. The excess doesn't nourish the roots, it just runs off wasted. Most people make this mistake every single day. They chug large amounts of water all at once, often when they remember they haven't had enough during the day, maybe after a workout or right before bed. But here's what really happens. That water passes through your system too fast, forcing your kidneys to work overtime and flushing out vital minerals your body actually needs to function well. You end up running to the bathroom more, but your cells stay thirsty. Proper hydration isn't about volume, it's about rhythm. Your body can only absorb small amounts of water at a time, just like a sponge that can only hold so much before it starts to drip. When you sip water slowly throughout the day, you give your cells a steady supply of what they need. That's when hydration becomes healing. That's when your energy levels rise naturally, your skin glows, and your digestion improves. And here's the kicker: most of us mistake dehydration for hunger, tiredness, or even anxiety. We feel sluggish, so we grab coffee. We feel irritable, so we reach for sugar. But often the root cause isn't caffeine deficiency or low willpower, it's simply dehydration. Your brain depends on water to send electrical signals, and even a small drop in hydration can slow down thinking, lower mood, and trigger cravings. So the first and most common mistake 99% of people make when drinking water is this: they drink unconsciously. They treat it as a chore, something to tick off a list. But water isn't just a task, it's communication with your body. Each sip is a message telling your cells, I'm taking care of you. If you can shift from drinking more to drinking better, slowly, mindfully, rhythmically, you'll begin to notice subtle but powerful changes. Your energy feels more stable, your mind feels clearer, even your emotions become more balanced. Because when your body is properly hydrated, everything, your organs, your hormones, your thoughts, begins to flow in harmony. That's the secret 99% miss. Not the amount of water, but the awareness behind it. How often have you heard someone say, drink more water? It's become such a common piece of health advice that most people never stop to think, can drinking too much water actually be harmful? The truth is, both overhydration and underhydration can quietly damage your body, and most people swing between these two extremes without even realizing it. Let's start with underhydration. This one's easy to recognize: dry lips, fatigue, headaches, dizziness. But here's what most people don't realize: dehydration doesn't begin when you feel thirsty. By the time your brain registers thirst, your body is already running low on water, your blood is thicker, and your cells are struggling to perform their basic functions. Even mild dehydration, just 1 or 2% of your body's water, can reduce your concentration, slow your metabolism, and sap your energy. It's like trying to run your car with too little oil. Things still move, but not efficiently, and wear and tear happen faster. Now, on the flip side, there's overhydration, something people rarely talk about because it sounds impossible. How can too much water be bad? But when you drink excessive amounts of water in a short time, your kidneys can't keep up. This dilutes the sodium in your bloodstream, a condition called hyponatremia. Sodium isn't just salt, it's a critical electrolyte that maintains your body's fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle control. When sodium levels drop too low, you can experience confusion, cramps, nausea, and in severe cases, even life-threatening complications. Think about it this way: water is essential, but it's also a powerful substance that demands respect. Too little, and your body dries out like a desert. Too much, and you drown your internal balance. The sweet spot is somewhere in between, listening to your body, drinking when you feel mild thirst, and letting your hydration adapt to your activity, environment, and diet. Overhydration and underhydration both create stress in the body. When you're dehydrated, your heart works harder to circulate blood. When you're overhydrated, your kidneys strain to excrete the excess. Either way, the system is off balance, and your body pays the price. Many people overcompensate because they've heard the more, the better. But nature doesn't work that way. Your body's wisdom lies in balance, not excess. Just as overexercising can injure you and overeating can harm you, overhydrating can deplete vital minerals and weaken your system. Real hydration means harmony, enough water to keep your cells nourished, your skin elastic, your brain sharp, and your body flowing smoothly, not so much that it flushes away the nutrients that keep you alive. So the key isn't to drink endlessly, it's to drink intelligently, listen to your thirst, but also your body's subtle signals, your energy, your focus, your mood. Hydration isn't a number on a bottle, it's a conversation between you and your body. When you learn to listen, you stop swinging between extremes and start thriving in balance. Here's something most people never think about. When you drink water can be even more important than how much you drink. Timing changes everything. Your body doesn't just absorb water in the same way throughout the day. There are windows when water supports your energy, digestion, and focus, and others when it can actually interfere with how your body functions. Let's start with the most common mistake: drinking large amounts of water during or immediately after meals. It feels natural. You eat, you drink, you wash down your food. But when you do this, you're unknowingly diluting the very acids and enzymes your stomach needs to break down food. It's like trying to cook soup and pouring in too much water. Everything becomes thin and the flavor disappears. The result: slow digestion, bloating, gas, and less nutrient absorption. Instead, the best time to drink is 30 minutes before a meal. That's when water does its magic. It prepares your digestive system, wakes up your organs, and helps your body release the right enzymes at the right time. It's like warming up your engine before a drive. Then after your meal, give your body about 30 to 45 minutes to digest before sipping again. This simple shift alone can make your digestion smoother and your energy after eating much steadier. Timing also affects how hydrated your body stays during the day. If you start drinking water only when you feel thirsty in the afternoon, you're already behind. Your body has been losing moisture since you woke up, through breathing, sweating, even thinking. That's why your first glass of water in the morning is crucial. After hours of sleep, your cells are dehydrated and your organs are ready for a reset. A glass of room temperature water right after waking up reactivates your circulation, flushes toxins, and signals your metabolism that it's time to start the day. Then there's nighttime. Drinking a lot of water right before bed might seem healthy, but it often disrupts your sleep. Your kidneys stay active processing all that fluid, and your bladder wakes you up in the middle of the night. Instead, sip small amounts through the evening and stop heavy drinking about an hour before bed. That way your body stays hydrated without disturbing your rest. Think of your hydration rhythm like a heartbeat: steady, intentional, balanced. Your body thrives on consistency. Rather than drinking large amounts randomly throughout the day, space it out. Sips in the morning, before meals, mid-afternoon, and early evening. By aligning your water intake with your body's natural rhythms, you not only hydrate better, you live better, with more energy, focus, and calm. The timing of water intake is the secret rhythm your body has been waiting for you to remember. When you master that rhythm, hydration stops being an afterthought. It becomes a form of daily self-care, a small, powerful act that changes how you feel from sunrise to sleep. Most people never realize that the temperature of the water they drink can change how their body reacts to it. It sounds simple, maybe even trivial, but the difference between cold and warm water goes far deeper than comfort. It affects digestion, circulation, metabolism, and even your immune system. Let's start with cold water, the kind we instinctively reach for after exercise or on a hot day. It feels refreshing, right? But what happens inside your body is a different story. When you drink ice cold water, it causes your blood vessels to constrict. Your stomach tightens, your body slows digestion, and your internal temperature has to rise again to balance itself. This takes energy your body could have used for healing, thinking, or digesting your food. Cold water essentially shocks the system, forcing your body to work harder just to return to its natural balance. That's why traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine have always recommended drinking water at room temperature or slightly warm. Warm water relaxes the body, opens blood vessels, and supports smoother digestion. It helps dissolve fats and flush out toxins more effectively. Think of it this way: warm water acts like a gentle cleanser for your internal organs, while cold water acts like a sudden chill that tightens everything up. When you drink warm or room temperature water, especially in the morning, it signals to your body that it's time to wake up and cleanse. Your metabolism activates more gently, your intestines start to move, and your body's detox pathways open naturally. That's why a simple glass of warm water with lemon has become a classic morning ritual, not just because it tastes nice, but because it sets your system in motion without stress. Cold water, however, has its place. After intense physical activity or when your body's overheating, it can help cool you down and regulate temperature. But using it as your default water choice can backfire, especially if you drink it right after meals. Cold water hardens fats in your food, making them more difficult for your body to break down, which can slow digestion and lead to bloating. It's fascinating how something as ordinary as temperature can have such a profound effect on how we feel. In many cultures, this wisdom has been passed down for generations. Japanese and Indian families often drink warm water throughout the day, not because it's a trend, but because it's how the body stays balanced. Western science is beginning to confirm this too, showing that temperature influences metabolism, circulation, and even immune response. The takeaway is simple: water should comfort your body, not shock it. When you choose warmth over chill, your body spends less time adjusting and more time functioning at its best. Try making this one change. Sip warm or room temperature water for a week instead of cold, and watch how your digestion, energy, and even your mood begin to shift. Your body doesn't just want hydration, it wants harmony, and temperature is one of the most overlooked keys to achieving it. Here's something most people underestimate: dehydration doesn't just dry out your mouth, it dries out your mood, focus, and energy. Your brain, your muscles, your hormones, everything you rely on to feel alive depends on water. And when you don't get enough of it, even slightly, your body and mind start sending quiet distress signals that most people ignore or misinterpret. Let's start with the brain. About 75% of your brain is made of water. Every thought, every memory, every decision, all of it depends on fluid balance. Even mild dehydration, as little as 2% of your body's water loss, can slow down your mental processing. Studies show that people who are slightly dehydrated perform worse on attention and memory tests, and they feel more anxious or irritable. It's not your workload or lack of sleep making you cranky. Sometimes it's just that your brain is thirsty. Your mood is directly tied to hydration. When water levels drop, cortisol, the stress hormone, rises. This is why dehydration can make you feel tense, impatient, or overwhelmed, even when nothing major has changed. It's your body's alarm system saying something's off. But instead of reaching for water, most people reach for caffeine, sugar, or snacks. Quick fixes that only deepen dehydration and send your energy on a roller coaster. Energy levels are also heavily affected by hydration. Water is what keeps your blood flowing freely and delivers oxygen to your cells. When you're dehydrated, your blood thickens, your heart works harder, and oxygen delivery slows down. The result: fatigue, brain fog, and that mid-afternoon slump that sends you looking for coffee. But coffee, while giving a quick jolt, also acts as a diuretic. It makes you lose even more water. You end up running on fumes, mistaking dehydration for exhaustion. Dehydration also affects physical performance. Your muscles are nearly 80% water, and when they lack hydration, they lose flexibility and endurance. That's why workouts feel harder when you're even slightly dehydrated. Your body has to fight against itself. You might think your strength is slipping or your motivation is fading, but often it's just your cells asking for hydration to do their job. There's another layer to this that people rarely talk about: the emotional one. Chronic dehydration doesn't just make you tired, it makes you disconnected. Your brain's communication slows, your thoughts feel heavier, and your emotional resilience drops. It becomes harder to think clearly, to stay optimistic, to handle stress. Water, in this way, isn't just a physical need, it's emotional fuel. If you've ever had one of those days where everything feels off, you're tired, unmotivated, easily irritated, pause before you reach for another coffee or snack. Drink a full glass of water. Wait 15 minutes. You might be surprised how different you feel. It's astonishing how something so simple can create such a profound shift. Hydration isn't just about preventing thirst, it's about preserving mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical vitality. When your body has enough water, your mind becomes sharper, your energy steadier, and your mood calmer. Your brain doesn't just want caffeine or stimulation, it wants hydration. Because water isn't only life for your body, it's clarity for your mind. Here's something most people never consider: not all water is the same. You can drink plenty of it and still be dehydrated at the cellular level. The reason lies in the quality of the water, specifically its mineral content. The kind of water you drink determines how well your body actually absorbs and uses it. When you drink distilled or overly purified water, it may be clean, but it's also stripped of essential minerals: sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. These trace minerals act like tiny messengers, helping your body transport water into your cells. Without them, water can pass straight through you instead of nourishing you. You might drink liters of water and still feel tired, dizzy, or dry skin. That's because your body isn't holding on to what it needs, it's flushing it out. Minerals are the spark plugs of hydration. They maintain the electrical balance that allows your heart to beat, your muscles to contract, and your nerves to communicate. When you drink water that's devoid of minerals, you're missing that charge, that vitality. Think of it as trying to power your phone with a cable that isn't plugged in. The connection's there, but the energy isn't flowing. This is why people who drink mineral, rich, or spring water often report feeling more energetic and clear-headed. It's not placebo, it's biology. Their cells are actually receiving hydration on a deeper level. And if you don't have access to natural mineral water, you can easily restore this balance. Just add a pinch of sea salt or Himalayan pink salt to your drinking water. Not enough to taste salty, just enough to replenish the electrolytes your body craves. A squeeze of lemon can help too, adding both minerals and natural alkalinity. Our ancestors naturally drank mineral-rich water from rivers and springs full of life and nutrients. Today, our water is often filtered, treated, and stripped down to its bare chemical essence. Clean, yes, but empty. And over time, that emptiness shows up in fatigue, muscle cramps, dry skin, and low mood. All signs your cells are missing more than just water. Even your bones and joints depend on mineralized hydration. Calcium and magnesium, for example, help keep bones dense and nerves calm. Potassium keeps blood pressure stable. These minerals are meant to travel with water. They're partners. When you separate them, you lose that synergy, that natural intelligence your body evolved with. You can think of mineral water as functional hydration. Water that works for you, not just through you. It nourishes rather than dilutes. It supports your cells instead of washing nutrients away. That's the difference between feeling hydrated and being hydrated. So next time you fill your glass, ask yourself, is this water truly alive? If not, give it a little life. A pinch of minerals, a drop of lemon, a touch of awareness. Because hydration isn't just about quantity, it's about quality. And when you restore that mineral balance, you don't just quench your thirst, you wake up your cells. The way you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day. And your hydration habits are no exception. Most people wake up and reach straight for coffee, tea, or juice, believing that's what will energize them. But here's the truth. The very first thing your body needs after hours of sleep isn't caffeine, it's water. Your body has been detoxifying, repairing, and regenerating all night long, and by morning, it's dehydrated and ready for a reset. When you wake up, your cells are like dry sponges, ready to absorb nourishment. That's why your first glass of water is the most important one of the day. It's the signal that tells your organs, we're awake, it's time to function. It rehydrates your brain, boosts circulation, and flushes out the toxins your body worked to remove overnight. Skip that step, and you start your day one step behind, sluggish, foggy, and already dehydrated. But here's the catch, it's not just about drinking water in the morning, it's how you do it. Gulping down a full bottle as soon as you wake up can shock your system. Your stomach is still empty and delicate at that moment. The smarter approach, start slow. Take small sips of room temperature or warm water. Let your body wake up with you. If you want to take it a step further, try adding a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of sea salt to your morning water. Lemon provides natural electrolytes and supports your liver's detox process. Salt adds trace minerals that help your body absorb the water more efficiently. Together, they turn a simple glass into a natural, energizing tonic. Your morning hydration routine also influences your metabolism. Drinking water shortly after waking helps increase metabolic rate and prepares your digestive system for the first meal of the day. Think of it as priming your body's engine. Without it, you're running on low oil. That's why people who start their mornings with water often report more consistent energy, better focus, and improved digestion throughout the day. There's also a mental aspect to this ritual. Starting your day with water, something pure, life-giving, and intentional, creates a sense of clarity. It's a small act of self-respect, a promise to care for your body before you pour energy into the world. It's quiet, grounding, and surprisingly powerful. Try this tomorrow morning before checking your phone, before making your coffee. Sit quietly and drink a full glass of room temperature water. Notice how it feels. Within minutes, you'll sense a subtle awakening. Your mind clears, your heartbeat steadies, your body feels more alive. This one habit can transform not just your hydration, but your mornings, your focus, your mood, your entire day. Because when you start your day with intention and nourishment, everything that follows flows more smoothly. Morning hydration isn't just about water. It's about beginning your day in balance. Most people don't realize that water plays a powerful role in how your body burns fat and regulates metabolism. It's not just about staying hydrated. It's about activating your system, Every chemical process in your body, including fat metabolism, depends on water. Without enough of it, your metabolism slows, your energy drops, and your body becomes less efficient at using stored fat for fuel. Here's how it works. Your liver is responsible for converting stored fat into usable energy. But when you're dehydrated, your kidneys can't function at full capacity, so your liver has to step in to help filter toxins. That extra work takes away from its fat-burning duties. In other words, dehydration literally shifts your liver's priorities from fat metabolism to damage control. You might be eating well and exercising, but if you're not hydrating properly, your body can't burn fat efficiently. Water also helps regulate your appetite. Often, when you feel hungry between meals, your body isn't asking for food, it's asking for water. Dehydration tricks the brain into sending hunger signals because the same part of your brain that detects thirst also controls appetite. Drinking a glass of water before meals can help your body distinguish true hunger from thirst, naturally reducing overeating without effort or restriction. There's another surprising way water boosts metabolism through temperature regulation. When you drink cool or room temperature water, your body expends energy to warm it up to core temperature. It's not a massive calorie burn, but over time, it contributes to a subtle metabolic lift. Combine that with steady hydration throughout the day, and you create a body that's more metabolically active and balanced. Hydration also affects how your muscles use energy. Muscles that are even slightly dehydrated fatigue faster and recover slower. This means less effective workouts, slower progress, and reduced endurance. When you're well hydrated, your blood flows more freely, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, allowing them to burn energy more efficiently. Even your digestion and gut health depend on hydration. Water helps break down food, absorb nutrients, and move waste smoothly through your system. When you're dehydrated, your digestion slows, your metabolism stalls, and toxins linger longer in the body. Proper hydration is like keeping a clean, flowing river inside you. When it stagnates, everything downstream suffers. If you want to naturally boost your metabolism, think of water as your silent partner. Drink a glass of room temperature water first thing in the morning to wake up your system. Sip throughout the day, especially before meals, and make sure your water contains minerals since electrolytes help your body absorb and use the water more effectively. It's not about drinking gallons. It's about drinking smart. Water isn't just a passive hydrator, it's an active participant in your body's energy system. When your cells are hydrated, your metabolism runs smoother, your digestion feels lighter, and your body naturally finds its balance. So if you're trying to feel more energized, burn fat, or simply function better, start with this question: is your body truly hydrated? Because no supplement, workout, or diet plan can work its best if your body's most basic element, water, is out of sync. Hydration is the foundation on which energy and transformation are built. If you truly want to feel a difference in your energy, focus, and overall health, commit to a simple 7-day hydration reset, a small challenge that can bring powerful change. Most people think transformation has to be hard, but this isn't about restriction or willpower. It's about awareness and consistency. In just 1 week, you can teach your body to hydrate deeply, efficiently, and intelligently. Here's how it works. For the next 7 days, start your morning with a full glass of room temperature water before coffee, before breakfast, before anything else. That one glass tells your body, we're starting the day right. Add a few drops of lemon or a pinch of Himalayan salt if you can. That tiny mineral boost helps your body absorb the water instead of just passing it through. Next, sip water slowly throughout the day instead of gulping it down. Carry a bottle, but don't force it. Take small, mindful sips every 20-30 minutes, letting your body stay consistently nourished. Think of it like feeding your cells, not flooding them. This steady rhythm keeps your energy stable, your skin hydrated, and your mind sharp. Avoid drinking large amounts right before or after meals. Give your digestion the respect it deserves. Drink about half an hour before eating to help your stomach prepare, and wait a little after meals before you sip again. You'll notice less bloating, smoother digestion, and more comfortable energy after eating. Choose room temperature or slightly warm water whenever possible. You'll feel calmer, more grounded, and less tense. It's a small shift that supports circulation and digestion. If you crave something cool, try infusing your water with mint, cucumber, or fruit, natural flavor that hydrates without shocking your system. Pay attention to how your body responds. Within 3 days, you might notice you're thinking more clearly, your skin looks fresher, and your energy lasts longer. By day 7, you may wake up more easily, crave fewer snacks, and even feel lighter, not because of a diet, but because your body is working in harmony again. Remember, this isn't just a hydration challenge. It's a mindfulness challenge. Each sip is an act of awareness, a small promise to yourself. You're not just drinking water, you're rebuilding the relationship between your body and your mind. You're saying, I'm listening, I'm taking care of you. And here's the beauty of it. After 7 days, you won't want to stop. Your body will crave that feeling of balance, that quiet clarity that comes from being truly hydrated. So take the challenge, 7 days, simple rules, no products, no gimmicks, just water, intention, and consistency. Because the foundation of your health doesn't begin in the gym or the kitchen. It begins with how you hydrate. Your body is ready. All it needs is your attention, one glass at a time.